Okay, I'm going to the first cemetery of my promised, I guess you would call it cemetery crawl, but it's not really a cemetery crawl because I'm not going to visit more than 3 cemeteries. I don't have time. They're so spread amongst the entire area. So I'm only going to do 3 that are fairly close to each other. It is Halloween. The weather is turning out to be better than anticipated. I thought it would be raining. That's what they were forecasting. And surprise, surprise, a nice surprise, the sun is out. There was a slight chance of rain. It's going to be in the 50s, though it's going to be windy. So I'm getting very close to the first cemetery, which is a cemetery that I made my first video in. I'm going to see if I can get in through the front, because I always go in through the back way, which is on, I think it's called Marceau Road. I'm going to try to get in through Som Center Road. I've never tried it before. So it's actually off this roundabout. But first I'm going to take a little drive down Gates Mills for some color check, since it's very close. A lot of leaves have been lost. We've had a massive wind event yesterday with a lot of rain, maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain yesterday, and last night. I think it started overnight on Wednesday. So I can tell there's been a lot of leaves that have been lost. But there's still some color. So I figured I would capture that before it's gone for another year. Oh, look at the colors, the colors. The sun shimmering amongst the leaves. Look at the leaves rush across the street. The battalion of leaves. And this is Gates Mills, by the way, the cemetery that's off the roundabouts is in Mayfield Heights. Dancing leaves. So it looks like a lot of the color's been stripped out of here. So it's a good thing I provided that video last week. I think it's called the color wheel, but there's still some color. All is not lost. This is where Northeast Ohio trumps the Chicago area big time. You don't get these colors in the Chicago area. You do get some smattering of colors, but nothing like this where it's color the majority of times rather than occasionally in Chicago. So these trees are, you know, have a little bit of color, so they look nice. Leaves dancing across the street. So the thermometer in the car says 50 degrees for the outside temperature. I think it was in the 40s yesterday. It was nasty. Very chilly. The winds were howling. It was raining like cats and dogs. So it looks like I can get in through here, so I'm going to venture into the cemetery. Maybe do a little drive-through. So this one is the largest one that I will be visiting. So there are some nice colors here. Nice maple tree, red maple perhaps. So you can see how the winds are really blowing. I'm quite sure I can get through the back way, get back to there. So today is actually a good day with the sun. You can see the vibrant colors. So you can see these trees. I'm actually going to get out and get a picture. Very picturesque. So this actually, I think this goes to some kind of garage, so I think I'm gonna backtrack. So this is where I viewed the solar eclipse back in 2024, May of 2024, or was it April of 2024? It was a total solar eclipse. So I should maybe make an effort to provide that video. It was somewhat surreal. It was the middle of the day and it was dark. Oh, this is really pretty. So it's worth just sitting here for a minute and seeing the winds blow, the leaves fly around, the nice colors. Run, squirrel, run! Run! Run, Forrest, run! This is a squirrel. I don't know what the video captured it on the left. So you have the red maples. I'll get a picture of that. So vibrant how the sun catches the leaves. It's kind of worth taking some time and just stopping from all the chaos, the self-imposed chaos, and just appreciating just what's right in front of your face. And it doesn't cost anything. Totally free. So I think I'll do this. I will park and then walk a little bit. First, take a second to just capture some of these colors on the video. You got browns, reds, oranges, right next to each other. How cool is that? So, I will catch up in a few minutes. So it's actually feels quite mild. Oh, it's pretty windy. So it is good to have a hat. And I thought I would be walking in the rain. I would have come anyway if it was raining. That's what I was planning on doing. So it is an added bonus that it is sunny. So I wonder if this is a newer area of the cemetery because the stones are buried in the ground. There's not the big tombstones that I'm seeing up ahead. Or I guess it's a budget area. I don't know. Or it's uptown versus downtown. The other side of the tracks. Okay, I'm on the other side of the tracks. Now I'm going uptown, going to Manhattan, the east side, the upper east side. I just got out of the Bronx. Clouds are really racing across the sky. Now it feels cooler. I'm glad I got my coat on. I got a pretty thick coat. I would have been suffering if I didn't. That wind really does have a kick to it. Yeah, this is a pretty large cemetery. I'm not gonna, definitely not going to be walking the entire thing. You really see this vibrant orange up ahead. That's one thing that I like about fall, to get some interesting skies that you don't get in the summer. So this is close to where I normally park, the north side of the cemetery. That's the side road. There's that vibrant orange. This tree's quite stately. There's the geese. What's a cemetery without the geese? Quack, quack, quack. My hands are even getting cold now. Some of these tombstones, you look at them and you just start wondering what these people's lives were like. So you have a nice view here. This one you just kind of wonder about. Yeah, he's not that old when he passed, so. They're both not very old, really. I mean, that's kind of sad. Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, you just wonder. But I always feel that people are in a better place. Unless they really did some awful things, then they're probably on the other side. But I think most people, they're in a better place. So that's why I think the cemeteries are peaceful to me. Yeah, so I found this cemetery back in 2020. I started walking it. I didn't find it. I always knew it was there. But started walking it. I think it was November, December 2020. It was that special time in the world. I guess a lot of people found a lot of new places. So I just started walking it. Just another place to walk. So maybe this is an older part. I don't know. So this is going towards the west end of the cemetery. It goes way over here. Over there is where I parked before. So I don't know if the cemetery put some of these flowers up, or I would imagine it's probably the families. So golf champion, Olympic champion, Just a lot of interesting lives. You wonder if this lady's Russian. Looks like she was a musician. It's definitely Eastern European. Just interesting. Just wonder about their lives. Probably people that helped build the country. Who knows? So it looks like the husband of this woman is probably still alive. Then we have some more up here. And you have the field of Phragmites. We have, it looks like a lot of Eastern Europeans. He's not even that old. Wow, that's sad. We have Asians, just a lot of different nationalities. Well, that's what helped build the country. It's like a Russian. Russian, it could be Lithuanian. The field of Phragmites. It's not the field of dreams, it's the field of Phragmites. It's got to be 6-7 feet tall. I mean, look at this. Yeah, 7 feet, 8 feet. It just blows the seed all over the place. A lot of water. So to go off the beaten path to see where this road goes before I head out of here. See all the rain we got yesterday, last night. So this is a cemetery where nobody goes, except the workers. Looks like the graveyard of trees. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. I don't want to drown in that puddle. Since I'm here, I need to see where this goes. Never been here. So let's see where the path leads. Okay. Path to nowhere. That's where a lot of people go. Path to nowhere. Now this is a little bit of a spooky effect. So I'm going to include this if you want spookiness. Though it's not, like I said, that's not my intent. So this is a good effect. There's the sun reflecting in the water. There's the filtered sun. So this was a fortuitous day because I have water, I have the sun, and wind. It's really, I think, going to make a pretty interesting video. You got the sun just shining in the water. This almost reminds me of the day of the solar eclipse. Just trying to see if I can get both. So just trying to make it interesting. So I'm going to be heading back. I have 2 more cemeteries to visit. I've probably been here a good hour. Like I said, this is the largest cemetery Then the next one, I will be going to the second to the largest. So hopefully I can find my car. I like how nature can show its force and just remind people of their arrogance, thinking they control everything, which is false. They think they can control everything, but then they have to connect it to a machine. But machines always break. People have to be knocked off their pedestals sometimes. Their pedestals. So all the people that think they can play God, you can't. You're not God. What are you going to be able to stop the wind? People try to stop all this and people will just die. Yeah, we're all just a little crumb in the big scheme of things. We're just a piece of matter that will eventually turn into dirt. So everybody better get close to God, because we're all going to end up here at some point. End up here or end in like a crematorium. So get in peace with God, get in peace with your death someday, because we're all gonna die. It's a part of life. So this is the first cemetery. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just like I'm sure the squirrels are going to enjoy all these acorns. And please subscribe. I will be constantly working on providing some decent content and want to look at the archives, if you will, and maybe get some Chicago videos from back in 2015. Back to the way Chicago used to be. I hate to know what it is now. I haven't been there for a while. But anyway, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And please stay tuned for other videos. So it is now 49 degrees. Just showcasing, or just sitting here savoring the colors of the trees while the car warms up. So this will take about a minute before I venture on to the next destination, but I'm going to take the colorful route instead of going through the commercial district of Mayfield Heights. Just look at the colors. You got greens, you got reds, you got orange, you got yellows, browns. This is probably has the most colors of all the cemeteries of the three that I will be visiting. It was recommended that I go to that cemetery in Cleveland Heights with Rockefeller's grave, but it's too far west, there's too much traffic, and I just don't have enough time. I definitely don't want to hit rush hour. It's already noon now, so I took today off. Because I got the idea of this when I was walking in the grove and doing that video. Get a picture of this real fast because I don't think I'm going to be here for a while. So I'm heading towards the exit. Then I'm going to turn right and go on the roundabout. And coming to my right is the office, I guess. I was trying to see where it has the name of the cemetery. So I will have to provide it in the description of the video. I apologize, I don't know the actual name. Gas is $3.30. It's going up. $3.30 for regular at the Sunoco. So I'm going down the same road that I ventured down before entering the cemetery. I'm going to go through Gates Mills, the downtown that I always thought was Chagrin Falls. And then I'm going down Chagrin River Road all the way up to Wilson Mills Road. Then I will get on to Som Center Road, and it won't be too far before I get to the second cemetery. It's quite open, so I'm not going to have nearly as long of a video of the second cemetery as I did with the first cemetery. I'm going to drive through the second cemetery, then I'm going to do a little walkthrough like I did, and then the third cemetery is going to be where I park at the Grove and I walk to the little cemetery. Looks like somebody has something hanging under their car. I would think that that's not supposed to be. Like a pipe or something. Don't know if the video's picking it up, but it's underneath the car or something. Probably got disconnected, or might be a Subaru, I'm not sure.